none of my eyes. Hell of a story, or is it boring? Can't claim to care, never been reluctant to share. Thousand other pieces of me, don't you know nothing comes free? What mom don't know has taken its toll on me. It's all I've seen that can't be wiped clean. It's hard to believe what it's made of me.
Everybody good? Good. Cheers!
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 What's up, family?
Happy birthday, baby! I don't remember. Does anyone remember? Hey, baby. I met him at the bar, obviously, as did most of us. I think we met over shots. Kind of became a thing. Every time you come in, we'll have shots.
The first time I met Caesar, I was really intimidated because he's like the owner of Wood Tavern and shit, you know, but he turned out to be like a really humble, cool guy. Like, you know, as time went on, I was like, damn, you know what? He's not that intimidating. He's alright.
First time I met Caesar, it was my second day of work. It was his birthday, and he was here. We were having some fun. We took a shot. It was fun. He's a good guy. Happy birthday again, Caesar.
Oh, man. Like my second day here. Yeah. And I don't fucking know. He was awesome. And he bought me a shot, I think. I'm pretty sure he bought me a shot of vodka. La primera vez que conocí a Celso fue aquí en el trabajo, en Pancho, que llegó y muy modestamente, muy sencillamente, como es él, me saludó. Yo no sabía que era mi jefe hasta que las muchachas de la cocina me lo dijeron. Me parece una persona espectacular, modesto, tranquilo, sencillo. Me encanta mi jefe.
I was doing the mats, and he came in, and he knew my name before I knew his name. Like, he knew me before I even knew who he was. But he called me Fabian. But still, that was the first time I met Caesar.
First time I met Caesar was about a year ago. He's a good and productive man. What he's brought to the table is amazing. On behalf of someone that's been a local in Wynwood, I appreciate everything you've done for us. God bless you, brother. Happy birthday.
Okay, the first time I met Caesar, I thought he was the coolest boss in the whole world. That's what's up.
Super cool guy. Met him at Berserk, and the office was tiny and dust everywhere, but it was awesome. We had a great time. It was like family.
First time I met Caesar, I was drunk as fuck, y'all.
First time I met Caesar was about a year ago. His birthday party, which was upstairs. And I think I danced my butt off that night. One thing about Caesar that I really like is his brilliant ideas. He has really good ideas. So happy birthday, Caesar.
First time I met Caesar was here. He was a guy with tattoos just doing interviews for Wood Tavern. Was just gonna open up, and I met him. I walked in for an interview, and he had this really cool, awesome energy, and the rest is history.
First time I met Caesar? I don't know. I have to think about it. So, the first time I met Caesar was at Benchwarmers, and... Are you serious?
First time I met Caesar was actually, I was working. I didn't even know that he was the owner. And actually, I thought Wan Chung was the owner when I first started here, which was funny. But yeah, I met him outside in the outside bar. And I didn't even know he was the owner, to be honest with you, until somebody said, hey, you know who the owner is? And he was like, yeah, it's that guy right there. I was like, that guy right there? Are you sure? I was like, yeah, that's the owner. I was like, wow, I was impressed that he was just like one of us. And to this day, I still believe he's one of us. And I love the guy.
I met him at the Basil party. The Basil employee party. Really awesome guy. I was actually surprised he was the owner when he came came up and shook my hand just because he was so down to earth.
First time I met Caesar, I was working inside and I thought he was just like a regular. He's like, "You want a shot?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool."
I meet him at basketball.
This is nobody. First time I met Caesar when I started hanging out and dancing here at Wood Tavern, and everybody here, the staff, including him, treat me like family. Happy birthday, Caesar. Nobody loves you. Peace.
It's good, Big C. Happy birthday. Appreciate you always looking out for the family, you know. Appreciate you for making me part of the family. But y'all, happy birthday. Wish you many more. That's Parlay.
The first time I met Caesar,
Alright, when was the first time you met Caesar?
First time I met Caesar was here at Wood, but the funny thing about it was I didn't know Caesar, but he knew me. So it's kind of cool. I thought that made him a real genuine person because he came up and he was like, "Hey Collins, how you doing?" And I was like, "Damn, I don't even know this guy, but he's speaking to me." So I think that was real cool about it. I like that about Caesar.
So, you know what? The first time I met Caesar, I was applying for Berserk. Went to Berserk, applied, and I saw him. I was like, "Dude, this guy's gonna be Caesar. He's the guy. He's the man." We made contact. He thought the same about me. He's like, "Dude, this guy must be the man." And boom, that's what happened.
Oh yeah, man. I love Caesar, man. He's an awesome dude, man. He's always looking out. Always cares about everybody's opinion about his establishment. And to be honest with you, it's an honor and privilege to DJ at this establishment. I love Wood. It's my favorite bar of all time, forever. Caesar, happy birthday, man. Love you.
First time I met Caesar, man, you know, I thought he was an amazing dude, cool cat, you know, stand-up guy. Gave the opportunity to work here, one of the greatest places to work at, so happy birthday.
He's gonna walk away.
Right.
First time I met Caesar was Art Walk when I started. Art Walk February, about 3 years ago.
The first time I met Caesar was at Vagabond, I think now 2 years ago, with Carrie and Bianca. And you guys were turned up. I don't even know if you remember meeting me. But that was actually the turning point for me wanting to work at Wood and work at Vagabond at the time, was that he seemed like such a cool guy. So that was the first time I ever met Caesar. And it's been quite a ride so far.
Hey, Pumpkin! Hey!
Alright, first time I met Caesar, I actually thought I had met Caesar the day I started working because I got called in and this guy came in holding 2 pizzas from Joey's, giving everyone pizza, everyone knew him, and he's like, "Thank you so much for working for me." And I thought, okay, that's Caesar. A few days later I come back to work and I see this guy who I thought was Caesar putting in the trash. It turned out to be Romero. I thought Romero was Caesar the whole time.
I made him some tacos. He was testing out my tacos.
Were they good?
Yeah.
First time I met Caesar. He was back on the deck dancing with his kids and having a good time.
Caesar. Oh yeah. I mean, I like to call him Cesar, you know. But yeah, it was Art Basel, and it was my first one. And I remember seeing this guy and just feeling really bad for him. He was, you know, sitting down. He was sitting down holding a weenie dog. Weenie dog was about this big, and I told myself, "Hey man, can I hold your wiener?" And he was like, yeah, go ahead, man. And, you know, I picked up his wiener and just kind of played with it. This really nice wiener dog. And I just told myself, anybody that holds a wiener dog like that, it's got to be my friend. Possibly my best friend.
Oh, tremenda persona, de lo más nice, buenísimo hasta ahora. Siempre creo que me he llevado con él, nunca he tenido problemas con él. Para mí es tremenda persona.
Alright, first time
I met Caesar, he was not, you know, he had that look like when you're like, I'm like, hey, no one ever wants to have a bar open and have someone come up to him and be like, hey, I'm opening a bar like 2 doors down from you. So he gave me that face. But we talked, and you know, obviously there were like no bars here, and then there was like 2 bars here. So, you know, by the end of the conversation, it was a friendly conversation because, I mean, you know, in a town with very few comfortable places to just drink and hang out, realized like I wasn't gunning for the same crowd. You know, we text each other every once in a while. I'll tell him that I'm, you know, sending the police his way, or that the fire inspector is coming to his place, or no, not like that. Like I'll say like I called them and sent them to him, and then he'll say, oh, cool, well, I'm going to put on my name badge that says my name is Adam Gersten, and I'm like, go fuck yourself. And it's a real friendly, it's a real friendly thing. It's actually really amazing to be in business at this time in our lives. I know he has a daughter, I just had a daughter, like 2 young guys, not at all, but, you know, youngish, owning businesses in the same neighborhood at the same exciting time, in the same city. A couple blocks down from each other, we get along. I mean, who could ask for anything better than that? Like, instead of some crazy competition where everybody's fucking, you know, setting fire to each other's air conditioning units, or like stealing each other's beer coolers or whatever, I don't know, some kind of weird sabotage, spy for spies thing. We could basically, you know, text each other or whatever. It's great. It's great. So when I met him, I knew he was just a normal guy, and in that time, you know, we've kind of made a lot of fun jokes about what it's taken for us to be where we are. So I don't know. I'm very happy to know him, and I hope I wish him many more years of success.